Hello everyone. So as we are doing vector integration, in which in previous video we have discussed line integral and the physical aspect of line integral. So if the vector function is force then and dr is the displacement, that line integral gives work done. So similarly now we will go to surface integral. So what is surface integral? Integration over any surface is called surface integral. So in simple words we can define it. So let's define it mathematically. What is the meaning of surface integration? Let's say f be any vector function of xyz. So since we are talking in space, at any point the function is defined in terms of xyz. So f be the any vector function of xyz defined and continuous over any surface S. Let's say this is the any surface over which we have defined this vector function f. This is the surface. Let n cap be the unit normal vector outward to the surface S at any point P. Let's say this is any point P and n cap be the unit normal vector. Normal vector means perpendicular to the surface, outward direction. It is not inside, it is in outward direction. We always take positive sign in outward direction. Okay, so we have defined as outward direction. Then the integration of the normal component of f. Now when I say normal component of f, so how I can find out normal component of any function? As we have discussed in vector differentiation also in directional derivative, whenever we have to take component of any vector function in the particular direction, we take the dot product of the vector with the unit vector of that direction. So if I say normal component of f, then what I have to take? I have to take the dot product of f with the direction of normal component, that means n cap. So I can say this as f dot n cap. So this is the normal component of f in normal component of f, or I can say component of f in normal direction, okay, over the surface S. So if I take the integration of this component over the surface S, that is called surface integration, okay. And how I can represent it? Double integration of f dot n cap and over the surface means ds. So here you should remember that surface integration is always two-dimensional, double integration, okay. So surface integration is always two-dimensional. We have to take double integration since we are going over the surface. We are going this side and that side. Whereas in line integral we took along the curve. So that was in with respect to one variable only. So this is f dot n cap ds, which can also be represented as f dot ds. As what is ds here? That is the small area segment, and area is not a vector quantity. So n cap gives it the direction. So this in some books somewhere it is represented as f dot ds vector. So that ds vector means n cap ds. Remember the direction we take is always perpendicular to the surface. Okay. Now if I am talking about the surface area, so if I am in xy plane, how I should take the normal, how I should take the area element? In xy plane, area element will be dx dy. In yz plane, area element will be dy dz. And in the xz plane, it would be dx dz. So if I say what is the normal unit vector for xy plane, what it would be? For xy plane, z direction, and along z direction what is the unit vector? K cap. Similarly for xy plane, for yz plane, direction would be x axis, so the unit normal vector will be I cap. So if I define this n cap ds as this will be for xy plane, or let's start with I cap. So what should I write with I cap? I cap is perpendicular to yz plane, and in yz plane small area segment will be dy dz. Similarly for j cap, area should be dz dx plus dx dy for xy plane with the unit normal vector k cap. So this n cap ds is defined as this. So we can take this dot product with the given vector function and we can integrate over the given surface. Now if this f, here we have taken general any vector function, if this f is the flow of fluid, then this surface integration represents the amount of fluid flowing through the surface per unit time. And whenever we say fluid flowing per unit time, that means that is flux. Okay, so that means what does it represent? This represent flux. So I would say that this is the most important vector integration, surface integration, as it represents flux, because in most of the physical field, engineering field, we deal with flux only, whether it is electric flux, magnetic flux, or in other field how much fluid is flowing per unit time. So this plays an important role. So if we have to find the flux, what is the flux equal to? So we can make it as a formula that flux is given by surface integral of any function over the given surface. So remember that line integral is along the curve, surface integral is two-dimensional along the surface. Now let's go to the definition of volume integral. Okay. Now let's understand the definition of volume integral. If V be the volume bounded by any surface, if any surface is given, so if volume V is bounded by that surface, for example any sphere if we take, and f is any single valued function defined over that volume. So if this is the function defined over the volume, then volume integral of the function f over the volume V is given by triple integration of f dv. Now what is dv? That is unit volume. How we define unit volume? Dx, dy, dz. So volume integral is three-dimensional, surface integral is two-dimensional, and line integral is one-dimensional. In line integral we move along the curve. In surface integration we move over the region bounded by the curve, and in volume integration we move along the volume bounded by the surface. Here, so I hope these three definitions are clear. Here one more thing I would like to explain where most of the students get confused, especially in the case of sphere when we have that three-dimensional geometry sphere. So if suppose we have any sphere, so this is the sphere, x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 1. This is the equation of the sphere. X square plus y square plus z square is equal to 1. Now question is, if any line integral is given, that integrate this line integral over the curve given by this sphere. Now which is the curve given by this sphere? And if question is evaluate the surface integral over the curve over the surface given by this sphere, again the same sphere I am saying. And similarly if I have to find out volume integral of the function f over the volume bounded by this sphere. Now what is the difference between these three? How we are moving, which curve we are considering here, and which region we are considering here, and what is the volume. So in the case of volume it is very clear. Everyone can understood that this is the volume covered bounded by this sphere, and we have to move along this this sphere completely. So this is three-dimensional, x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Now if I say, if we want to understand these two, now if I take the projection of this sphere with any coordinate axis, projection means it will inscribe a circle. So say this is the xy plane. If it is the xy plane, then for line integral we move along this sphere, that means along the perimeter of the circle. Okay, whereas in surface integral we along the area, this is two-dimensional. Okay, and in volume integral, as we have discussed, we go along third axis also. So here you should understand that surface integral, it doesn't mean that I am moving on the surface. Surface integration means we are moving on the projection of the surface on any of the coordinate axis, which is the very common confusion with the students. So surface integration, in surface integration we move on the projection of the given surface on any of the coordinate axis. If not given, we can choose any one. So I hope it is clear and you will not get confused with this. So let's in next video we will go to the some important theorems. Thank you.